Mindshop has 5 core values, one of which, and the most important in my mind, is called value to others. Now let me try and explain what it is. I discovered this probably 20 years ago when working for a client, and what I realised was that to get rewards out of life I had to put in a secret ingredient. And when I asked most people, what do you have to do in order to get lots more rewards? So if I could do 10 times this secret ingredient, what would then cause a 10 times lift in rewards? And most people would say, I know what it is, it's called hard work. And some of the cynics said, no it's not, it's getting on side with the right people. Others said, no it's not that, it's having the right education. And my belief at this time was, they're all factors but they're not the key factor. The key factor is called value to others. And of course when I said that to most people they went, don't understand what that means. So what would be some of the things that you could do for someone that was really important to you in your life? So think of someone that you think is the most important person in your life. And let's assume you're thinking of your wife, your husband, your child. What are the things you could do for them that would be unbelievable value? So if let's assume you're married. What could you do for your spouse that he or she thinks is exceptionally good value? And it could be things like trust, helping with the children, supporting them. And they're the sort of things that I hear when I ask people that. And what if you could do 10 times that? Could you? Would you? And of course most people think, yeah I could, but I probably wouldn't. So then I usually go, and it's usually a man that I'm saying this to, why wouldn't you? And the answer, when they're honest, is to say, well, she doesn't do it for me. And they've missed the whole point, because what I've learned is that if you just focus on the other person, if I think about you and what I can do for you, what I do is I try to be 10 times the value that you are expecting. Because what I've learned is that the system, and I've already written that up there, the system, I don't know how to define that or what you call it, what it does is it rewards me 10 times over. So whatever I do on this side, call it X, I get 10X. And I tell you, I've worked out why. Because the more I do for others, the higher my self-worth. The higher my self-worth, the less I sabotage myself. The less I sabotage myself, the more successful I am. And so what I've learned is that there is a multiplying effect there, that the more I can do for others, the higher I feel worthy of success, the more successful I am. And we call that concept value to others. So your challenge is, what can you do for everyone else? Now, most people say, well, look, I'll try that. I go, well, it doesn't work that way, because if it did, everyone would be able to do it. Because to build up your self-worth takes a long time. It may take 2, 5, or even 10 years, and most people won't wait that long. And then they break it. It won't work. You have to focus on being high value to others so that your self-worth is up, your self-sabotaging behaviour reduces, and then the reward comes from the system. It doesn't come from the person. It comes from the system. So if that person abuses your trust or whatever, it doesn't matter. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself. And that's how value to others works.